your dad at, man?
Don't ask him where his daddy at. Where's his phone? Why can't you get him?
Where's his dad?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Reacts here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst dates I can find. Now, like always, guys, your favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely insane. This man kicks out this woman on the first date.
Ever think that I'm going out with you and then you pull out Apple Pay to pay for our bill, to tap your card? You're over it. You're dumb. You're crazy.
All my cards are while on my phone.
Or
It's the same. Just get out, bro.
Yeah, because what irrational ick is even this? Such an immaturity. And he did the right thing. This woman's such a red flag.
My husband didn't cook me dinner tonight, so tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm filing a divorce because it is his job to feed me. I look like.
You look fed.
Out here, like, what the hell? Why you only bring 2 boxes? Thank you, but you see my son Chris right here? Like, what is your problem?
I didn't tell you I was gonna buy him something to eat.
I mean, I didn't come by myself. I come with a package. Like, that's my son. And aren't you hungry, baby? Yeah, see, like, that's so rude. Why would you do that?
I'm sorry, little man, but I told your mom. I told her that I wasn't signing up for all this. It was supposed
You
to
gonna
be
tell
her
my
day.
son you not signing up for all this?
Where
Man,
your dad
see,
at?
that's why you...
Where your dad at, little man?
Don't ask him where his daddy at. Where's his phone? Why
let
can't
me
you
ask
get
you,
him?
where's his dad?
Don't worry about where his dad at.
Don't
You
worry
dating
about it.
me.
You want me to buy him something to eat, but you can't tell me where his
I mean,
dad
it's respectful. Like, you sitting here, like, there's only 2 people here. There's 3 people here.
Why his dad can't buy him something to eat?
It don't matter where his dad at. It don't matter where his dad can buy. You here, you dating me. I come with a package, and it is what it is.
Not only is she super loud and obnoxious, not letting this man speak, she's very demanding, very entitled, and best of all, very irrational. This isn't logic. She's on feminist TikTok way too much, and she really thinks that her burdens and her mistakes should be another man's problem. If this man is smart, he would just walk away instead of just standing there being recorded, because this man has way too much patience.
For you to date a man, what's the minimum you gotta make a year?
Minimum like 100K. I feel like that's pretty.
Now, surprisingly, guys, 100K wasn't a lot compared to the rest of the women. That was actually the smallest amount, which is insane.
We need to talk. Do you pay for it?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Give me it.
You just hit me in my face.
Give me
Anna.
my phone. Show it to the
You
cops.
just hit me in my face. What you just call me?
Get out. We're done. We're broke. We're broken up. We're done.
I knew you were racist.
Get out then. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Not only did you get your heart broken, you feel absolutely betrayed. I'm not sure how this even makes sense. How are you dating someone when you're this racist? And sure, she definitely said it out of spite and anger. It doesn't matter. This is just something that's super unforgivable.
How do we feel about a woman going up and giving her number to a guy? I did this recently, and a coworker of mine, who is a man by the way, basically said, no, you shouldn't have done that. You should have let things keep going as is. If he's interested, he will come up and ask you for your number. But to me, that feels like, 1, I'm making him play a game and chase me. I don't want to play games. I don't want to make someone else play games. But 2, if I see someone in public that I'm interested in getting to know, I don't see anything wrong with me, if I'm brave enough, going up and giving the man my number and seeing where things go from there.
No, I think this is a very mature approach, and you get your answer super quickly rather than you thinking 24/7. And this goes for men as well. Instead of you guys debating if a girl really likes you, and you guys waiting for little hints, and just staying in your thoughts 24/7, how about you go verify it? Because if they like you, they like you. It doesn't matter who approached who first. Yeah, because his job is just to drive you. He's not your damn servant. Wow, you're so entitled.
Said dating in your 30s would be easier. Everyone's mature. They said everyone knows what they want. They said, spoiler alert, they lied. So I thought, let's move to Italy, land of romance, passion, and men who totally have their lives together. What I got? Men who have their moms still ironing their shirts. It's like I moved to the country of La Dolce Vita and ended up in a comedy sketch about red flags. But hey, something. Dating in your 30s isn't about finding the one. It's about finding someone who doesn't make you want to join a convent. And right now, That's looking like Mission Impossible.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Passport Bros, but the exact opposite. There is a reason why Passport Girls or Passport Sisters don't exist. Simply because if you guys actually do think about it, men in America are very high valued compared to the rest of the world. They are making more money on average than anyone else in the world. So if a high valued man was to go out and try to find someone traditional and leave the country, he can easily do that. But when a woman tries to do the same, she starts realizing, wait, I actually had it pretty good in America because the rest of the world doesn't make as much as American men do, which is once again why Passport Girls or this thing doesn't exist for women and only exists for men.
How would you rate yourself?
I would say in Poland, solid 6, but in America, solid 10.
Okay. Do you think other people would agree?
Absolutely not.
Do you pay for dates?
See, I'm a firm believer in 50-50 just because of the fact that I believe that if I go on a date and I want to pay for a girl and then I tell her, hey, listen, like, this is on me, I don't want her to assume that I'm expecting something from her post-date. You know, because if you go on a date with a guy and the guy's just like, no, I'll pay for this. Or, oh, we're going to go get drinks after, I'll pay for that too. It's cool, it's on me, right? I think in your head, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in your head, you're like, okay, he might want something.
Yeah, this is a genius play, and he is pretty much using feminism against these women. And the crazy part is, any reply a woman says to counter this still makes them look bad. There is no correct reply.
Before you get your hair done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your lashes done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your nails done, you have to put down a deposit, right? And if you don't show up, you do not get that deposit back. So I done came up with an idea. We should start charging these men deposit to date us. Like, we should start charging them a fee to date us. Like a 30-day trial. You pay like $1,000 to date us. So, and if they don't do right by us within them 30 days, we keep the money. I'm just saying, like, I think we should start charging men to date us.
Why is this woman speaking like she just created this new idea? It's so innovative. No, it's not. We already have this and it's been invented. It's called escorts, where, you know, you pay for women to pretty much keep them around and you get access to certain things from them. Yeah, look, we all know what that's called. Don't call it dating though. It's not dating. You're pretty much leasing or renting these women. Yeah, if icks exist, this would be my ick. Literally created a huge fire over a hot dog. I can guarantee you, no matter how pretty that woman is, the moment this happens to a man, she is immediately a 0. There is no fixing it. And it's kind of scary how some people just lack basic hygiene.
I really don't understand how people can be single or like not go on a single date and over
2 months? That's it? Bro, you got a problem. Some of us have been single for like almost a decade now. You can't do 2 months? That's light work. Never mind the fact we've seen so many people in relationships get played more than the NFL playoffs. It makes us realize, yeah, being single isn't that bad.
Yeah, guys, personally, if you're talking to someone and you've never seen them be single for more than, let's say, 6 months, a year, then that person is emotionally weak and they can't bear to be by themselves or in their own thoughts. These are not people you want to date, because if they can't even make themselves happy being alone and independent, what makes you think they're gonna make you happy?
Did y'all know that there are grown men out here driving pickup trucks and don't have a single tool on that truck? What is that about? Just drive a car, bro. Like, I'm not gatekeeping trucks, you know what I mean? But there is a certain reputation, you know.
Damn. Yeah, I think this is a very stupid take. What happens if I just like trucks? Nothing wrong with that.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must.
So I think, if I understand this correctly, this man set up his best friend to think a girl was walking in, but he did instead. I'm glad they could laugh it off, though.
The comfort of having a boyfriend, but you also want to do like single female shit with your girlfriends and go out and get male attention and party.
Well, it's not for male attention most of the time.
Then why even go? Like, you can just...
To have fun, to meet
why
people.
Why can't you just have fun?
To live life.
Why go to a club then?
Well, also too, a lot of my friends are DJs, so...
Male friends or female friends?
Male friends, but like those male friends from like elementary school.
Red flag.
Yeah, guys, if a girl isn't willing to give up the club or this partying for someone she is currently dating, that is not a phase in her life, that is her entire personality. Such a huge red flag. Yeah, this actually reminds me of a funny question that I wanted to ask you guys. Who do you guys think would win, 100 women or accountability?
Feminism has been directly related to hating men. Feminism has nothing to do with hating men. Feminism is about lifting up women.
So tell us again what we even need men for.
The most successful people are unmarried women.
It used to be the man was like less emotional and less toxic, I guess.
Do not trust a man. Welfare gave us all that we needed to say, fuck that.
Yeah, this person's 100% right. And if you guys really do think about feminism, there's actually a movement going on called the 4B movement. And it's a radical feminist movement that pretty much encourages all women to stay away from men, not date them, not have kids with them, in fact, never have kids, and never create any more men. I'm not sure how some feminists can call that liberating, but it seems like you guys just hate men.
She wakes up at 4:30, cooks man his lunch fresh, makes sure he wakes up on time, warms his car up for him, goes outside and turns the key and turns on the car, and then prays for him right in front of him.
Yeah, if there's any woman out there wondering what they could bring to the table, this is exactly what you can bring. Sometimes it doesn't need to be money. You don't gotta make a lot of money to bring value in a man's life. And you don't gotta be super skilled either. If you just do these simple things in a man's life, that could just make his day a bit better. Trust me, this is more than enough.
How the f did she pull him?
Ah, man, yeah, I don't think this guy realizes that he's being used up.
You hear women, they say, how much does a man need to make? And they're like, $1 million a year. They have to make minimum to date them.
Women have no clue what they want. They want a dad bod, but the dad bod's Jason Momoa. He's never asked a woman her opinion because she doesn't know what she's talking about. They said, yeah, we like dad bods. We don't like bodybuilders. And then I turned to the woman, I said, so what do you think of me? She's like, yeah, you have a good dad bod. I'm like, I'm a professional bodybuilder. What are you talking about?
Yeah, guys, how about you guys just stay fit for yourselves? And if a girl doesn't like you so-called fit, then realize that that's her insecurity. Of course, you don't gotta be a huge bodybuilder, but staying fit is definitely important.
I think a woman's greatest fear is like never getting married, never falling in love, never having kids. Baby, my biggest fear is me being with a man and that man is somewhere out with his friends and they all sit around talking and he goes, oh yeah, no, she ain't going nowhere. Me? Are you talking about me? I'm frightened thinking about it. I'm having nightmares. I remember it was a video circulating a couple months ago of a celebrity couple. I don't know who this was. It might have been light-skinned Keisha, now that I think about it. I think it was her and her man, and the topic of cheating came up, and he said something to the effect of, if I cheated on you, you wouldn't leave. And she tried to sit there and go back and forth with him like, yes, I would, and he was like, yeah, okay. First of all, embarrassing. Second of all, the worst part of that video is I could look in her face and tell he wasn't lying. That man was not lying. He was telling the truth and she knew it. Talk about scary, baby. I'm frightened. I'm shaking in my boots right now. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, can't be me, won't be.
Now, first off, I'm not sure what kind of fear this is, but however, I do understand where she is coming from. And this shouldn't happen to a woman, or honestly a man, if you guys have put your foot down in previous arguments and never let that person take advantage of you or go back into their life so easily. Meaning, if they did you wrong, you leave. You have certain boundaries that you stick by. And if you do stick by those boundaries, they will never have this assumption of you.
Batman. I do, Castillo. I do love a bad man. I do, but now I like a reformed one.
Mad gal. What does that mean?
He shouldn't be actively in the field, but he still has it in him. So for instance, if...
Oh, he's on job seekers?
No, I just mean like if somebody comes and robs us, I don't want to be dating like a total... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's just say right now in the day...
But where would you be that somebody's going to rob you?
I'm just saying.
Where you not going on dates? You're going like the Peckhamplex and that.
What is he on about? Right now we're in North London. We're in Gully, North London, right?
No, not, bruv. We're in a nice area, bruv. What are you talking about?
Okay, cool. But if some shoot in here, what would you do?
I'd be gone, bruv. I don't know. I kind of don't associate with them people. Bruv.
But if they walked in, would you let me get robbed?
Yes.
You let me get robbed?
100%, and leave out the back door so I'm safe. What are you on about?
Casilla doesn't seem like he's bad enough for me.
She's crazy, bruv.
What if I was in danger?
That's how things was meant to be for you.
Would you actually do that for real though, if you was on a date with the love of your life?
No. But you can back yourself, bruv. You
Yeah,
can talk
but
yourself out.
what are you talking about? But I might be the love of your life. That's why we're on a date.
Come on, she wants it, bruv.
Yeah, this is one of the dumbest icks ever, and this is exactly why. A lot of women end up becoming single mothers simply because they choose men who they think are bad men, or men who have gone to prison, or men who have sold drugs. This irrational fantasy over men being bad, or being obsessive over these kind of men is absolutely stupid. You're not gonna get a man who is tougher or protective. In fact, you're gonna get a man who's mostly gonna leave you or end up in prison. Please tell me one good happy ending with a woman who ended up chasing one of these men and they lived happily ever after, because I haven't seen it.
Like that's ever gonna happen. What a load.
That is just my opinion though, guys, because that does wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, please watch the videos you guys see at the top screen. It does my channel a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.